Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would make some healthy green soup, perfect for these cold January days. So let's look at what we need to get started. I need my glasses for everything. I can't see anything. So we're going to have a bag of broccoli florets. You could get a head of broccoli and chop it up, but I didn't want to do that. We have some spinach here. We've got some chicken stock. This is a little less than a whole container. It's missing about a cup that I used for something else. We've got some coconut milk. We've got some avocado oil. We've got some green curry paste and some salt and pepper. And I've already chopped up some garlic and onions in this bowl. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to add a little oil to our pot. You're going to need a big pot. And I'm going to turn that on. Let that heat up a little bit. I rub the oil around a little to spread it around. My towel. Once the pot gets hot, we're going to heat up the garlic and onions. Okay, our pot is heated up, so I'm just going to dump these onion and garlic in. We're going to stir these around and let them saute for about 5 minutes or so until the onions are translucent. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes for the onions and garlic, so now we need 2 tablespoons of the green curry paste. My tablespoon won't fit in here, so I'm going to do 3 teaspoons. Actually, I'm going to do 6 teaspoons. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. All right, so we're going to put 6 of these in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, let's stir this around. All right, we're just going to stir that around for a couple minutes. I'm going to turn this heat down a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to add the chicken broth. You can substitute vegetable broth if you prefer. I'm just adding whatever's left in this container. All right. Stir that all around. And then I'm going to add the broccoli. Just going to dump that whole bag in. And I'm going to let that cook until the broccoli is fork tender, about 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to put that lid on and we'll be back when that's done. Actually, I forgot to add the salt and pepper. So we're going to do about a teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to estimate. You can measure if you like. And I'm going to put some pepper in there. Okay. We're going to cook that until the broccoli is almost done, about 10 minutes or so. Okay, the broccoli is pretty tender, so I'm now going to add in the spinach. Spinach cooks a lot more quickly than broccoli does. Let me set this aside. And this is a 5-ounce container. I'm just going to dump it all in. Okay, stir this around. And I'm going to cook it for just a few minutes until the spinach gets wilted. All right, whoops. I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to turn off the heat because it stays warm for a few minutes. Let that heat up for a few more minutes. Also, I forgot to mention, if you want to add cilantro now, you could do that. I just don't like cilantro, so I'm not putting that in mine. But if you did want to add cilantro, you would want to add it with your spinach. And stir that around. And I'm going to remove this from the heat, and I'm going to add a cup of water and let it cool down for a few minutes because we're going to blend everything in the blender. This will help it cool a little faster. We need a little more liquid in there anyway. So I'm going to let that cool. And then when we come back, we're going to blend it up. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, and the soup is cool enough to scoop into my blender. You could also use an immersion blender if you have one and leave it right in there. But I'm going to scoop out with a spoon some of these bigger pieces of broccoli and spinach. I have a VitaMix blender. This is not a sponsored video. This thing is about almost 20 years old, and I have gotten so much use out of it. I love it. All right, I'm going to dump the rest of it in there. Few spare pieces. Okay, I'm going to blend it up. The blender is very loud, so I will be back when I'm done. Okay, the blending is done. I'm going to go ahead and pour it back into the pot. I'm going to turn the heat back on. And I'm going to, at this point, add the coconut milk. I am dairy-free and gluten-free. If you wanted to use regular cream or milk, you could. All right, dump that in. I use coconut milk as a substitute in a lot of recipes, and it works great. And oftentimes you don't taste the coconut. Okay, I'm going to stir this up. It's looking delicious. As soon as this gets heated through, I will put some in a bowl and we'll try it out. Okay, our soup is done. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of fresh lime in mine. That's optional. Squeeze it in there. And I'm eating mine with this, again, this is not sponsored. This is just a gluten-free, dairy-free Texas toast. This would also be great with a crusty bread of some kind, sourdough. I just don't happen to have any gluten-free sourdough bread available to me right now. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It looks delicious. Let's see how it tastes. By the way, I love round spoons. I think everything tastes better with the soup spoon. So let's see how it is. Absolutely delicious. This is such a good, easy, healthy soup with lots of veggies and so nourishing. So I hope you try it. The recipe will be down below in the description box. Thanks so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like this video. See you next time. Bye-bye.